How's it going there, guys? James here from Butler Farms on a beautiful Sunday afternoon, but it hadn't been that way. We got close last night with another round of storms. It just seems to keep coming through. Got more predicted later on this week, but we are truly blessed. I'm down here at the garden, just trying to make sure everything's okay. Got a lot of limbs down in the yard. We didn't get hit nearly as hard as we did last August. Y'all have seen all those videos. But right up here, within a quarter mile around us, every road has had to be cut out. We're without power, been without power since about 4:30 this morning. And it's not looking like we're gonna get power today. I just came back from town. I went to church this morning and they were still cutting out roads, and just had to go to town and back in the last few minutes, and they've still got police cars blocking roads with humongous trees across them, and a lot of damage, a lot of just power lines down everywhere. It's not just in one or two spots, so there's really no telling as far out as we live. Obviously they're going to work in the most populated areas first and then make their way out here to us, so it could definitely be a while before we get power and get service. But you know, like I said, we're blessed. It was close this morning, about 3:30 in the morning. It was so loud coming through that it woke me up, and went to the window and stood there and watched the lightning show for probably 45 minutes and could not believe that we didn't have trees coming down here behind the house, simply because of I don't know that I've ever seen trees bend that far and not break or not be uprooted. So like I said, we're going to count our blessings. I mean, got a lot of pickup to do out here in the yard as far as these limbs off these pecan trees and some up here at the top of the hill, but that's nothing compared to those around us. So the garden, we had another little cell come through about an hour and a half ago, and man, it was raining. I mean, guys, these storms, between the wind, the lightning show, and the amount of water that's coming down in such a short period of time. You know that I live on a hill, and with this hill, it doesn't, you know, it carries water pretty well until it gets to that point. And y'all have seen my little brick blocker over here. That's the little cut through in this ditch right here beside me, where I can get my tractor and stuff down here. And luckily I have those cement blocks there, and it was coming down the hill so fast off the road up there that it was jumping those cement blocks. You couldn't even see the cement blocks. It was coming over so fast. And then back here behind me, this ditch that runs all the way back here behind me, it was full up to the top and overflowing and cascading down these hills into my garden and around the garden, but it didn't wash it out. I have had whole sections of this garden behind me completely washed out and washed down the hill, and I really don't understand why it didn't do it this time. Simply because it just I don't know that I've seen water come down this hill at that level for that long and not have some damage, but it didn't. We had whitewater rapids down here in the bottom, going around those pine trees down there in the very bottom. It was breaking, by the time it got down there, it was breaking about 1.5 to 2 feet up those trees, trying to go around it. So it just keeps coming. There's supposedly another little cell south of here. I think it's going to miss us. Got some rain coming later on in the week, so we're just going to keep plugging along. Our thoughts and prayers are with all those. There's been a lot of storms all over the United States. Just heard a radio report about a lot of damage and injuries and deaths even up in Kentucky. I guess it's part of this same system. I'm not real sure. But I know there's a lot of damage around here, and I hadn't heard of any loss of life or even any injuries. I'm sure there are some, but I haven't heard of any. And but there's a lot of damage around, and we just feel blessed that it went around us this time, because like I said, within a quarter mile on any road that you try to get out of here, there's trees down, there's lines down, there's trees on houses and cars and everything else. So it is what it is. Just wanted to bring you a little update. We're fine, we're gonna be fine, gonna get everything picked up, and just blessed that we didn't have any damage this time, and blessed that that garden didn't get washed out. And so, you know, just moving on to the next thing. I asked you in the last video to give me some ideas about planting in some of these vacant spots where my okra didn't come up, and in these couple little squash hills that didn't do anything. I've got some yellow crookneck squash that I'm going to redo the hills and plant those, but these aren't those big box store seeds. These are actually from Baker Creek, so I expect a little bit more from them. I was trying to use up those old big box store seeds, and yeah, that didn't work out too well for me. And like I said in the last video, I won't have them back up here again. I just don't have the time to waste with it. And I've decided to put in where the okra didn't come up, a couple of little hills of what they call sweet meat pumpkins. They come from Southern Exposure Seed Exchange, and you know, they're made for this area. They can withstand this heat, so we're going to see if we can get some of them to grow. I'm really trying to beef up the winter squash this year. Some of them we're going to eat fresh, some of them we're going to cure and try to hold over, but the rest that won't get eaten before you know, the time's up and they start going bad, I'm gonna try my hand at canning them, because we can always use them in different recipes and things like that. But if you've got any other ideas, I haven't planned them yet. Obviously I can't get in there right now, I'd sink to my knees. So if you got any ideas, just shoot them to me, and you know, maybe there's something else I'm not thinking about that I could put there. But just wanted to bring you this little update. It's a beautiful day out here now. It's a nice breeze, the humidity's gone, so it's total night and day from what we experienced last night and what we experienced about 2 hours ago. But you just never can tell in Alabama in May. It's just if you don't like the weather, like they say down here, just wait 10 minutes and it'll change. Guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Tell a friend, hit that thumbs up button, and check back with us. We got more videos coming. So until next time, God bless you. We love you. This is James from Butler Farms, and we'll be seeing you.